Ladies and gentlemen, good evening this Saturday evening, wherever you're watching us from. It's 9 minutes past 8. Our apologies for starting this live broadcast 9 minutes late as promised. And tonight we are live all over Africa. We're being watched all over. Our guest tonight is one lady, one amazing lady who comes from Nigeria. And here we are at the Alternative Voice to discuss a very sensitive but yet important topic tonight. Joining me in this live broadcast tonight is Jennifer Dinka. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Cleo.
How is Nigeria? How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Nigeria is fine. How you doing? How is
I'm
Nairobi
fine.
today?
Nairobi today is rainy.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So, welcome. This is the Alternative Voice, and we are here to talk matters youth. And as you can see, it's just a youthful channel. And joining you from this setup is your host for tonight, CLEOPHAS OLUOCH. And we are diving deep into the discussion tonight without wasting much time. And here we are with the topic: love as a driver of a successful business. This came
Hmm.
after a long conversation with Jennifer, and I would like to get to know who Jennifer is before we dive into this. So, who is Jennifer
Okay.
Dinka?
Jennifer Dinka is a digital strategist. I like to call myself a thinker. I'm a strategist. Um, I'm one of those you call jack of all trades because I can do a lot of things. Apart from the fact that my main focus now has been digital marketing, digital transformation for businesses. There's one part of me that not many people know about, and it's the software development part. But that's story for another day. Okay.
Interesting. Thank you very much, Jennifer. And if you don't know, she runs a branding and advertising company, an agency back in Nigeria, the Ferman Digital Agency. You're doing an amazing job, Jennifer, and we'd like to go straight into today's discussion: love as a driver of a successful business. Tell us more about this. How is love coming in to do this? And to start us off, how is this possible? Which kind of love are we talking about in this case?
You know, because it is Valentine's season, everyone is talking about the romantic love. But
Yes.
today, I think we should also discuss, how love can be applied to other aspects of life, like business. I'll be discussing this from two points of view, from business point of view, and then from the customer point of view. So let's start from the business point of view. Um, this I'll take it from the employer's angle. Um, in every business, right, the way an employer treats the employees, um, it goes a long way in affecting how the business itself succeeds. Um, you hear a lot of cases lately about people committing suicide, stress at work, and all of these things. Sometimes people don't even know when to stop. There are also people right now who are employed in different companies and they're not really doing what they love to do, or they're just doing it to pass time.
Yes.
And then you see employers, continue to push because they have goals, they have targets that they have set. But I don't know if people actually sit back to wonder, what have I as an employer done to encourage my employees? I, for one, I'm the kind of person who takes the time to tell my, junior colleagues, well done, this particular one you've done well. Giving incentives also actually helps. If you speak to anyone who works with me, they will know how I work. Um, they'll tell you how I work. Um, so I'll give an instance with Adobe. I don't know if you heard of this time, sometime a few years ago, Adobe came up with an innovative competition, and then they said that those who come up with the most innovative ideas would win like $1,000.
Yes, the real.
This it wasn't like a one-time thing. This is something that they do from time to time. I'm just using Adobe as an example because this actually made news. There are businesses who, that do these type of things. I feel like the incentive itself actually would drive people to do their research, come up with ideas, and in the course of this particular competition, I'm sure that they had a lot of good ideas that they are actually implementing to come up with like software for us and things like that. There are environments that you are as an employee that help you thrive, and hostility is not one of them. um I would say that employers need to sometimes step back and ask themselves, am I doing the best I can to encourage those who work with me? Am I pushing too hard? Am I doing this the right way? Because an employee wants to know that whatever they're doing, whatever they do, their actions affect the growth of the company. They know actually, if you actually think about it. But are they share your vision with you? You need your employees to share your vision with you for your business to be able to scale. So if I'll give you an instance, if you tell your employees, they're just 10 of us today. Our vision is to have like 10 branches in the company, in the country where you are. When we get to that point, because you are pioneer members, you will grow naturally when you're in an environment like that. If the business where you work grows, you should grow. But I'm not saying that employers should make false promises. No, no false promises, but give rewards where they are due, right? Give appreciation, show us appreciation where they're due. You have salesmen who go out all the time. How are you encouraging them? Are you just giving them targets and saying if you don't meet the targets, you're fired? I feel like people should start to put this, incorporate love into how they relate with people, at work. Um, in addition to this, um, let's say what is love? What is love in this professional setting? Love is it's humanity. Love is kindness. Love is care. You can show love by being good to the next person, by just realizing that the person next to you is human, right? So that's just one part from the business point of view. Now let's take it from the customer point of view. This is like one of my favorite parts because
And
this
Jennifer,
is this
before you the customer point of view,
yes.
if you said the interaction between you and the employees that you have, the junior staff,
Mhm.
how do you think having a boss or the employer who is not really in good terms with the employee, how detrimental can it be? How bad can it go when you fail to have this love as a key propeller to your successful business? What can really happen?
It will fail. You can't be an employer and you're not in good terms with your employees. It will fail. Why? Because they cannot have your best interest at heart. Love for your business is what makes the employee go the extra mile. If you set a time for them and you say your work time is 9 to 5, they have something to do. They've thought of an idea, a brilliant idea that will make your business scale. They may not share it with you because if I share it, what do I gain? This person doesn't care about me. I don't care about the business. They just keep it to themselves. So it's either your business will not grow or they would even jeopardize it, especially as regards to your customers.
Amazing, amazing. Now take us through the relationship between the customer and the actual product or the company. How can that be a driver?
Um, It's been known for times, years and years that in selling a product or a brand or a service to the customer, what you really sell is emotions. If people can't emotionally connect to what you're selling them, they wouldn't buy. Take um, let's use social media for instance. Nobody picks up their phone to go to Instagram to have someone sell something to them. No, they go to be entertained. They go there to connect, right? And if you're not
Yeah.
connecting, you're just posting content that nobody really wants to see. Um, I'll give you an instance. There is when you check the way Coca-Cola actually advertises Coke as a drink, it's just cola. There are many colas, but they have been able to convince us that when you're really thirsty, and you need to quench your thirst, there's a feeling a cold bottle of Coke would give you, and it just goes down your throat. It's
With the pop.
emotion. With the exactly. So we have been able to connect with Coca-Cola as a brand. Why? Because they've identified what we want to see. So that's one aspect. Another example I can give you is diamonds. Look at diamonds today. We all know diamonds as precious, never dying, and now it is identified with love. Given a
Big,
diamond ring. Yes, bling,
big.
bling. Yes,
Are you talking
and
about diamond for Tanzania, or diamond the artist, or diamond the material, the mineral?
diamond as a mineral itself. If you go back to the 1800s, diamonds were just they were not even they were not talked about as anything relevant. It was not until some brothers came up and then decided to start to sell it to us and relate it to love itself. So they say diamonds never die, diamonds last forever. You buy diamond rings for weddings and your love lasts forever. So they began to help us, symbolize diamond as a sign of love. And today diamonds are very expensive. At the end of the day,
Yes.
if you look at that story, they just connected with our emotions as customers, and then it made a business grow. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much, Jennifer. And on that note, where you say diamonds don't die, and for sure, love, they'll say it doesn't die. Yeah, it won't die. Yes, and our thoughts and prayers go to all those people who are watching us live from Manchester. Yes, the flowers of Manchester today, they live to be remembered, all those legends. And so, Jennifer, I want to take you off the balance. You're talking about love, product, and love between the employee and employer. Now, I want you to explain this. There are those businesses that have the partners, if you can say partners, key partners in that particular business or company are a couple, a wife and a
Okay.
husband, a boyfriend and a girlfriend. How bad is this? How good is it? How is this love story driving the company? I don't know if it's the same on your case. You can highlight us more.
So I'm not a relationship expert, but what I can do is to share my opinion, when it comes to this.
Yes, please.
I think that it's very important for everyone. This is for both men and women to really consider who they're with, when they're going into a business or even starting a career. You need to be sure that whoever you're with fully supports your career goals, your dreams, and from the my point of view as a woman, I think that it's very important that your partner, as a man, doesn't feel intimidated in any way by your successes or your ambitions, or you don't think that you're too ambitious, because what's going to happen is they'll begin to pull you back. You want to be with someone who propels you, who pushes you, who wants to see you do more. So this goes for both men and women.
So, Jennifer, you're trying to say if you're in a relationship, and in that relationship, there's that love, that kind of love and support that you really need to grow your business. You can really get where you are. But if you have a man, or it can be a woman who is not up to the idea of trusting you with a business, it can't work. So, is there trust issues, and how can these roles be clearly separated when you are in a business? Should you strike a deal or a contract as a wife, as a husband, that from today you are responsible for this, and
Mm-hmm.
each day you are responsible for another docket? How should it be done? Just to strike a balance between family life and the business.
Well, I'll tell you what I do because I run a business with my husband, and
Wow.
the truth is, I
In
can't
Kenya,
tell you that.
in Kenya we will say makofi, and makofi means a clap. Yes. Now tell
I
us
can't
more.
I can't tell you that it is very easy, but I think what has really worked for us is our vision. We have our vision, we have our goals, and we've been able to separate, our personal life from work. We know when it is time to work, and I'm a very organized person. I know when to say, okay, this is serious. I'm like, if you owe me something, if he has to do something for me and he hasn't done it, I know how to even chase and get it done. So this, for me, it's been working for me so far because he understands I'm a very serious person, and I'm one of those that you say I don't tolerate certain things. So in as much as I'm very nice, I also I know how to be very tough.
You can take people back and forth. You can really push them to their limits.
Oh yes, I can. Oh yes, I can. And the funny thing is sometimes, as partners, it is not easy. I have to warn everybody. It is not easy because there are times when you have your personal issues, and then, for some people they have personal issues, and then it graduates to them keeping malice or holding grudges. Try to be able to define all of this from the beginning so that you don't have your deliverables being held down or slowed down, and then all of this affecting your customers because you have some personal problem at home. So be able to actually make that difference, from the beginning, and that will help.
Amazing, amazing. And on the same note, we are coming back to ask the question and try to dissect the point of, if you are in that relationship, how can you be without mixing the two, just to ensure that your business moves to the right direction? If you're joining us in this live discussion tonight, live on Facebook and YouTube, kindly give us your comment. Tell us where you're watching us from. Let's show much love to Jennifer, who decided tonight to give us a precious time as a head of business. And on their end, I think they're still at their working hours. They're still at 6 p.m., or maybe they've just closed. Yes, and for us here it's 8 in Kenya, and we're really struggling to go home, those who are working over the weekend. So we'd like to get some of your feedback and comment from YouTube and Facebook. If you're joining us live, we can get your comment. Tell us where you're watching us from, and tell us your thoughts on this discussion. In short, let's welcome Jennifer to our show tonight, and let's show her more love. If you can get from the production team the comments from our viewers all over the world. Frida Odunga is already waiting. She got this invite a long time ago. Thank you very much, Frida. I know you are here. Kevin Otieno waiting as well. We are here, and now we are live. We are 19 minutes into this discussion. Journalist Orio Samuel watching us from Moi University, Eldoret in Kenya on it. Thank you very much. Sir Kevin Amuhaya, I'm tuned in from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you very much, bro, for being part of this great discussion. And Journalist Orio, good job, senior, and good job as well. Jennifer, you're doing amazing work in Nigeria, creating unemployment, even if it's for 5 people, 6 people, it's something that has really contributed to your GDP as a country and growth as a person, and that makes Nigeria where it is currently. Thank you very much for being part of that great growth from that great country. Sarah Okinda, I'm tuned from Comaroc and loving the conversation. Thank you very much, Sarah. I know it's been always a struggle joining these live shows. Thank you for sparing your time tonight to be part of this. We move to Kevin Otieno Omolo. Yes, tuned in. Thank you very much. And we get our second last comment before we get to the discussion. Joy Karina. Thank you. You're tuned in. I know you are from Ngong, Ngong, Nairobi, ama Ngong, Kajiado. Yes, thank you very much. JL Empire, tuned. For always the support that you give. Thank you very much. JL Empire as a question, maybe, or this is just a comment. Madam Dinka, this is really inspiring. But now I have a question. In everything, there's a challenge. So tell us, please, what challenges you're facing using love as a gateway for business success. Yes, if it's a gateway or it's a driver of a successful business. You'll get into that question shortly after this break that we'll be having. Is family and cheating a threat to business? Yes. Is family
Okay.
good again? Don, kindly bring it back. That's the question that Jennifer is starting to respond tonight. Is family and cheating a threat to business? Should you remain single so that you can work and focus? Or should you have someone, a family, then you start cheating and the business also goes down? Yes. Take us through
Okay.
that.
In the first place, family shouldn't be a threat to business. That shouldn't happen. And cheating, well, it depends on who we're talking about. It depends on the person in question. Are you emotionally mature enough to be able to separate what is happening in your personal life and your business? That's one. Secondly, if you feel like you're going through a tough time in your relationship, um, a cheating issue or something, and you know that it will affect your business, I think it's best to see a professional, seek professional help. Um, take time off work so that you could speak to a therapist, get treatment so they could talk you out of it and, find yourself back on your feet. But I also have to say that this doesn't happen to everybody. There are people who issues like cheating really affect, and it affects everything they do, their everyday life. I don't know. I haven't experienced that as a person. I've had issues in my relationship. I can't be specific about what they have been, but I've had issues in my relationship, and I've had to sleep, wake up the next day, pick up a client call, like back on the clock, So, again, like I said at the beginning, it depends on the emotional capacity and maturity of the person in question. But if you feel like this is a threat to your business or it's affecting your day to day, you would know. You would know because you start to slack in the things that you do. Please seek professional help.
Well, Jennifer, if
Yeah.
I can ask, being in a relationship, as the viewer asked, is it a threat, or how is it coming in to bring business down? Or if you're single, can you say that you can really concentrate on whatever thing you're doing better? Just on that comment, is being single also a part of, without having that drive, someone else to push you, someone to give you that morale? Because some say they really want to start business yet when they're single, not when they are engaged, because other responsibilities come in. How is it on your end?
So this is an individual experience. For some people, they find that they can be more serious, they can focus more when they are single. And for some, it's better when they have a partner. For some people, when they are single, their friends are even distractions and all these other partners and potential partners around. So these could be distractions. But for some people, they are able to focus better when they are single. But for me, as a person, um, my own partner has actually pushed me. He's he's propelled me. You know, I have my vision, I have my goals in life, and I know that I fixed some timeline for some of this, but being with him has actually pushed me to go faster than my initial clock. So, like I said earlier, be with someone who actually pushes you to do more, someone who supports what you want, and also not just support verbally. So you will see the support in every aspect of your life. They try not to give you too much trouble to encourage what you're doing. They support if they know that you have plans. You have, for instance, let's say someone who's starting an event planning business and you have a partner, you have a day where things are not going well, and your partner is like, "Oh, don't worry, let me help you. I'll do some drop offs. I'll pick up this here. I'll drop this here." So, um, choose someone who genuinely supports what you do, not just by telling you that. You can tell when you're in trouble, they come to your rescue in different ways. So, choose
Thank you, Jay.
wisely.
And that's the point you're talking about. If this person is not really on your side of the story, not driving towards the same vision that you have, walk out. Is that the way? Walk out, or you can mentor this person. Jennifer, some of us are not really cut out for business, and some can't really concentrate on business. So having someone like you can really mentor the other person to have that business mentality, that can really help. So do you think that if you're not cut for business, if you're not a manager for a business, because you say some management skills are just acquired, some you have to sit down in a class and learn on how to do them. You as a partner, can you offer your time to teach? Or what's your advice to those people outside there? Should you lend that helping hand to your partner if is not really up to the business thing or the business game, and he wants to learn something? Should you give that support rather than walking out?
Not everybody is cut out for business. You need to also be able to identify truly if your partner is interested in business. For instance, my sister is not, she's not the entrepreneurial type. She's not the type of person that will tell you, okay, I'm going to start a business. My plan is to manage a business. No, but she's very good at what she does. She's a financial expert. She's a chartered accountant, and she is very good at what she does. And she works for one of these Fortune 500 companies. So she's actually very good at what she does. And I can't imagine someone trying to teach her how to do business because they like business or they need some support from her. So know who you're with. Find out if they're actually genuinely interested in this business thing that we're talking about. And if they're not, it's okay. You do you, but as long as they're not coming in the way of your dreams, of your vision for your business, then that's fine.
Amazing, amazing. We get some questions from our viewers tonight, and we can get them right now. You can follow actually on our social media platforms apart from Facebook at Jennifer Dinka. You search her and you'll definitely find her at Jennifer. Yes, that's where she is. And so if you can get the comments, Alex on Sanse, any advice for Valentine's? I'm avoiding my wife because I have no money. Money and business. Yes. Jennifer said she's not a relationship expert, but she knows more about Valentine's. I know she's expecting flowers. Yes, and that's a story of another day. We'll invite her here to expound. Maybe on the
So for
Valentine.
that person who is asking, um, I think try to see Valentine's Day like another day. I don't what do you want to give on Valentine's Day that you haven't given before? What restaurant do you want to eat on Valentine's Day that you haven't eaten before? So don't worry, don't put yourself under pressure. Another day, you could take her out. You could take her to go eat somewhere special. You could buy her something special. Don't wait for Valentine's Day. Like I said, maybe if you've been waiting for Valentine's Day, then you put yourself under this kind of pressure. But if you have been getting her gifts before now, like randomly, you just go out, you find something she likes, and you just pick it. Sometimes it's a thought that counts, and I'm sure your wife would know that about you. So don't worry yourself.
Wow. Avoid unnecessary pressure because for others, Valentine Day is a normal day and they give their loved ones gifts each and every time. So thank you very much, Jennifer, for that. And Alex Onsase is saying, Dinka is so inspiring. You already have fans here in Kenya,
Yes,
Jennifer. Make a point and
that-
come home. This is Kenya. It should be a second home. Yes, for your businesses.
mm.
Wangeshi Wakiragu, that's Liz watching us from Eldoret. Say hi to Empress. Empress, hi.
Hi.
Angela, oh, you'll help me. Angela
Obie-
Obiekuo, Obiekugo,
Obieko, yes.
Obiekugo. Ah, amazing. Watching from Lagos. Thank you very
That's my
much. That's you. Are?
that's my mother.
Wow, wow. Mom, hi. Thank you very much for joining your daughter here with this man from Kenya in Nairobi. Yes, as we are talking matters love and business. Yes, Moji Shola. Moji Shola Adebayo. I know Adebayo because I follow football. Yes, Adebayo. He's also from Nigeria or Cameroon.
Nigeria.
Yes, Nigeria. The thoughts count. Thank you very much for being part of this great discussion tonight. And we have Angela again. I agree with Mrs. Dinka on this topic. Thanks so much. And thanks, Angela, for being part of this conversation tonight. We're almost coming to the end, actually, for this live show tonight. And before we get to the end of it, we are about 10 minutes into the last part. We'd like to get some few questions here. Please, I know it's out of topic, and please tell me what this business about Bitcoin is all about. My neighbor is leaving me behind with Bitcoin. And so, Alex Onsase, this business of Bitcoin, we should really get a specific time to talk about it because currently the latest news from Nigeria is that the the government or the central bank of Nigeria has just ordered the closure of all cryptocurrency banks and termed the transactions of all cryptocurrency things to be prohibited. Maybe if you can have a one word or a sentence response to Alex as we move in to the next question. Jennifer, Bitcoin
Well,
business.
cryptocurrency for me is the future, really. It's untraceable. Even if in Nigeria they are trying, they've announced the ban of this, it's untraceable. There's peer-to-peer transactions. If you have a Bitcoin account, someone else has a Bitcoin account, you could send money to each other and nobody knows. So I don't know. It's strange. It's strange coming from our government, but I wouldn't even comment on that. But Alex, Bitcoin is the future. So do some research. You might be interested in it. Sometimes middlemen even make money.
Oh wow. Thank you. Thank you. And we have a question. We have some question from Frida Odunga. Frida Odunga watching us live, I know from Nairobi, Kenya. It is the choose someone who genuinely supports you for me. I think she's right because actions is better than words. Thank you very much, Frida, for that. And she has a question actually in her next comment. If you can get the question, would you have a joint business with your partner? And if yes, how do you pay each other salaries? 50-50 or one of you gets higher pay? Would you also do joint account with your partner? Yes. This is now the perfect question to the perfect person. Jennifer, you and Mr. Dinka, I know wherever he's watching, and if he's part of this conversation. Now, I don't know whether other staff are watching. Tell us, do you share? But answer. Stick to the question. Stick to the question Frida asked.
Um, when it comes to salaries, really, you pay according to your function in the company. What are you doing? What's the average pay for the level you're on? So we pay according to what our functions are in the company. So if my function is supposed to earn more than his function, then yeah. And then if his function is supposed to earn more than mine, then yes, he'll be paid more than me. So I think um, draft everything, have documentation for everything. Everyone should have like an employment contract from the company. I have mine. So I know what I earn. He knows what he earns. She's asking if I would have a joint account with my partner. I don't mind, to be honest. I don't mind, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have your own personal account. Keep your money to yourself. Keep what you want to keep. If you want to have a joint account, yeah, fine. It depends. Really depends on who you're with and what you're using your joint account for. If your joint account is for your expenses at home, that works because that means you will not spend your own personal cash that you set aside, on groceries at home and things like that. So choose what works for you.
Amazing. Keep your money to yourself unless it's something that brings you together as a family or on a function too. Keep that money to yourself. Frida, if you're starting a joint account with him, yes, I don't know if he's watching. Be careful. Keep your money to yourself. Yes, you can't be even a man watching this discussion tonight. Keep that money to yourself and let's grow. Millicent Ochieng, that's our one of our directors at the Alternative Voice, inspiring insights from Jennifer. Thanks, Jenny. That's from Madam Millicent Ochieng. Thank you very much. And Mom is back here. You are great people. Thank you very much. And from today, I'm going to tell everyone I'm great and this Alternative Voice is great. Kindly subscribe to that YouTube channel and follow us on our Facebook page as well as all our social media platforms at The Alternative Voice. Kevin Otieno, relationship as issues. How do you balance challenges in relationships to avoid affecting the business?
Don't set up a one-man business. Don't let your business be centered around you and your partner. Create a structure that survives without the both of you, that is able to survive without the both of you. Learn to delegate. So when you have a structure in your business, this is what has to be done, this should be handled by this person. So even when you have issues in your relationship, you have someone else handling some of these things. So learn to delegate, create a structure, and then your business will be fine. You won't have issues like somebody forgot to send an invoice because your accountant will do that for you. So
Yes, you be there for each other and step up when called upon. Great question, Frida Odunga. On addition, what is the influence from family and friends? Is it mutual or unmutual? Is that the response to, or is it a follow-up to Frida's question? If you can come clearly on that, Alex Onsase. On addition, what is the influence from family and friends to your business? Actually, I think that's where he's headed to. What's the influence that this family and friends have on you as we run into the final minutes of this discussion tonight? Jennifer.
well, I've been able to separate them. My family, my friends, they're other parts of my life. When it comes to work, Jennifer is working. My head is on my work. I'm very professional. I don't let these things mix. I don't let these things affect each other. So work is work, family is family, and then friends are friends. So I still get the time to speak to my friends, see my friends, spend time with my friends, spend time with my family, but it doesn't affect my work.
Amazing. Thank you very much. You know how to split your time and how to concentrate on them. Actually, these questions they are quite insightful, and I know we are getting much from Jennifer. Those who thought, upon sharing the poster, Jennifer, some said, we are really looking forward to see Jennifer in our show tonight, and we really wish to get Jennifer's contact. And now I tell them, please, if you want Jennifer's contact, follow on our social media platforms, and that's where she aggressively puts her day-to-day activity. If any arises, the birthday, maybe you can get to know her birthday and you can get to know her more, and you can create good business partners. You never know, having a business partner from Nigeria and you from Kenya, and also the ones watching us from Manchester City and those who are watching us from London. A while back things happened. Yes, for Arsenal fans, we are with you in prayers. We are starting ours at 11 p.m. Kenyan time. By the way. Yes, Kevin, I'm grateful for the response. Then Amesema Makofi. Yes. Amesema means yes, say yes. at times we go out of our English way, but now here we are. Today I've really tried to stick to English and the British English just to favor Jennifer. Yes, we take the last comments. And Frida Dunga said, thank you very much, Alex on Sanse, for that follow-up. And the response was well noted. Yes, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now we come almost to the end of this discussion, 40 minutes into it. And we would like to get the final words from Jennifer. For any lady, any man who is watching this discussion tonight, what's your word out there for them who want to start business? Yes, who want to start business with their partners without love.
Treat everyone around you with love and respect. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. When you correct people, correct them with love. Learn to forgive. Be human. And also, in situations where you have the opportunities to attach incentives to challenges, go ahead, do so. This is for employers. And then for those who are looking to start businesses with their partners, I would say evaluate your partner first. Figure out if they are the kind of, people that you want to start business with. Because even partnership between people who are not dating is not easy. Problems often come up. So when you're trying to mix romantic relationship with business, it's also not easy. So evaluate who you're doing that with, and if it sits well with you, sure. But don't be afraid to fail. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Start again.
Amazing, amazing. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. That's the last words that we got from Jennifer Dinka, Mrs. Jennifer Dinka tonight. And Mom is saying that, Angela, thank you for educating us. God bless you. Thank you very much, Mom, for being part of this discussion. Plus, everyone who spent their time to be part of this great talk tonight. And always remember to keep it the alternative voice. Chris Eibun, watching us from Nigeria. I've learned so much already. Thank you so much for this insightful session. Thank you very much, Chris, for being part of this discussion since we started at 8:09. Millicent, God bless you, Jennifer. Thanks again for inspiring us. We are all tasked to ensure that in our businesses, we link them with emotions so that we can have that caring picture, that patience look with our employers, with our staff, wherever we are, and we show that act of kindness to our staff. And that's the way to go. Show love, get love. Show love, get love, and boost your business. It's not a sin. It's not bad to do a business with a love partner. And there we are, as the alternative voice for tonight, all the way from Nigeria, Jennifer Dinka joined us. And this marks the end of our discussion tonight. I've been your host, CLEOPHAS OLUOCH. Till next time, let's keep this conversation ongoing in all our social media platforms. And do have yourself a good night. And thank you very much, Jennifer, for honoring the invite.
My pleasure.